Hey guys, Miss LaBelle here. We're going to be diving in today to our first day of the next type of writing that we're going to be learning about. Last week we spent our week discussing opinion writing. That was our first mode of writing, and we walked through the steps of how to set up a successful opinion writing piece. So today our next mode of writing is going to be informative writing. And this is the second mode we're going to talk about, and then next week we will wrap up with our last mode of writing. All right, so informative writing. We have a couple of targets here we're going to unpack, and then we're going to get into some of the steps that it takes to begin writing an informative piece. All right, so our first target says, I can introduce a topic clearly and group related information in paragraphs and sections. And our second learning target this week will be, I can develop the topic with facts, definitions, concrete details, quotations, or other information and examples related to the topic. All right, so lots of information in those targets we're going to be focusing on. But our biggest goals this week are going to be to pick a topic, introduce it, tell your reader what you are going to be teaching them about, because informative writing is really writing to teach. You're teaching your audience something about a topic that you know something about. And then the second goal is going to be to not only introduce that topic, but to also develop it. What does it mean to develop? Develop means to give more information and back that up with facts, definitions, those details. Give us more information. So not only telling us the topic you're introducing, but also developing it in a way that your reader can understand your topic just the way that you do. All right, so today we're going to focus on steps 1 and 2, and I'm just going to zoom this in. Only because I don't want to introduce all 5 steps today. It's a lot of information. So we'll do 2 steps today we'll go through. We'll do the next 2 steps tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we'll discuss step 5 and then what our independent work is going to be for the remainder of the week. All right. So step 1 is probably the easiest. Okay. You're just going to be picking a topic. So you're going to pick a real topic, which is a nonfiction. Okay, so this is all real facts, information, nonfiction. Okay, so I will be giving you some categories of ideas, and then you'll be choosing your topic, but we'll get into that later in the week. But today I just want to give you the steps to kind of get our brains thinking about informative writing. So when you are picking your topic, it's really important that you pick something you know a lot about. All right, you don't want to pick a topic that you're unsure of or that you've never really read or heard anything about, because it's going to be really hard for you to pull ideas into your writing. So you want to pick something you know a lot about. Then if you don't know as much about it, you can do some research on it, but make sure you pick something that interests you, because if you pick something that doesn't really interest you, you're not going to be excited about researching it and wanting to learn more. So pick something that interests you. Okay, so that's step 1, picking the topic, doing a little bit of research to figure out what it is I want to write about. Step 2 is where you begin the brainstorming process. And we did this last week with opinion writing. It's really, really important in the beginning phases of writing that you do planning. Okay, even as an adult writer, I need to brainstorm. I need to think about what it is I'm going to write about first before I put it down on paper. So think about the smaller parts of your topic. So think about your big idea or your big topic, and then think about what kinds of smaller things or smaller parts can I tell my reader about. All right. What is it? What does it have? What can it do? How does it work? So those are some questions to start thinking about with your topic. All right, so those are the first 2 steps, and they're really, really important to get your brain thinking about what it is you want to write about. Okay, and then like I said, tomorrow what we're going to do is introduce those next 2 steps and start developing our ideas. Okay, but we're just right now in the beginning phases of it. All right. And also, like I said, I'm going to be giving you some general, very general categories to choose from. And then you're going to decide the topic that you want to write about for your independent work that will be due at the end of the week. So unlike last week where I gave you the topic, this week you're going to have a little bit more choice, I should say, okay? So you will have more of an opportunity to decide on your own what really interests you and what's something you know a lot about, okay? But this type of writing is really different than opinion because you're not stating opinions, you're stating facts or real information. So that's the biggest difference between opinion and informative. All right, so we will pick up with this tomorrow. I will go through steps 3 and 4, and we will continue our journey through informative writing. Have a great day, everyone.